Captain Caveman!
Hey, we're back. It's been a while. Had a little COVID. I'm Caveman. I'm here with Forrest. We're gonna shoot some jujitsu video. It's Tuesday. It'll be jujitsu day. If we could get into the gym, still can't get into the gym. I don't know how long it's gonna be. Feels like forever. Feels like forever since I've been on a mat. Oh, this is so good. But I'm back. All right. Today we're gonna work on armbar and maybe a little bit of a series from armbar. When I was teaching class at WNY. This is pretty much, we started working on triangle and armbar and trying to chain it all together, and then this happened. So we're going to go back, we're going to start looking at it again, and we're going to develop that series a little bit while you got some time just sitting around, not doing too much besides for online learning. Yeah. Forrest's not happy about doing school online. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the armbar from the guard, alright? So I'm going to put Forrest in an armbar, and I'm going to do it from guard. Remember, guard is when I'm on my back, and I have Forrest in between my legs. It's a position that lets me have my hips higher than Forrest's hips. Hips are everything that we do in jiu-jitsu, and it's really important that we learn to control our hips, and it keeps Forrest from doing bad things to me, like hitting me, controlling me. I can use my hips to control Forrest. Bring him down, tie him up. Get his tie up, I can hit him. It's a really good position to have. Plus I like to hit Forrest. It makes my day. Alright, so Forrest has good posture. He's up on his knees. His knees should be wider than my hips. If his knees are really narrow, real close together, it's really easy for me to just swing Forrest over. And he has to either widen his knees or he's going to fall over. If his knees are super wide and he sits really, really far back, it's hard for me to do anything. And that's kind of the ideal posture for him to be in. My ideal posture is to have him lean forward a little bit and be in control. Ouch. Man, I haven't been on the mat in a long time. That hurt. My ideal posture is to have him controlled and nice and close and try and keep his head from looking up and keeping his back straight. So I'm going to bring his arm down. He has good posture. His hands are right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to slide one hand underneath and grab one sleeve. So I have one sleeve grip right here. My hand's going to come in like this and curl the sleeve. Come underneath. Get this nice grip on the gi. My other hand, yeah, good idea. Forrest, take his glasses off before I break them. The other hand is going to come to the elbow, and I like to grab the cloth on the elbow right here. Now, this is not the grip I use in no gi, but we have gis on, so we're going to show a gi variation first. Now I'm going to open up my guard, which means I'm going to unlock my legs. My legs come unlocked. My foot is going to come into his hip. My foot goes into his hip, and my knee is going to come really tight to his elbow, so he can't pull his arm back out. Try and pull your arm out through my knee. Not going to happen. Yeah. And I have this sleeve grip still. My hand's still right here on this tricep. Now I'm going to take this leg on the far side, and I'm going to kick him like in the armpit. Really, it's not his armpit. I really want to hit him in the lat, but I want his head to come down over here. So I'm going to swing this leg up. It's going to make a little bit of angle. Hopefully, my opponent is big and strong and tough. It doesn't fall down. So now I have this grip right here. I have my knee right here in his shoulder pinching. I have my leg, my knee pit is right going across his body, biting his, with jiu-jitsu feet. This is ballerina feet, jiu-jitsu feet. I have jiu-jitsu feet biting down on top of his shoulder. Not very comfortable, is it?
No.
Now, my hand is going to come from down here on the tricep to post on his face, so he can't come back into me. If Forrest comes back into me, everything breaks down right here. I don't want that. So I'm going to use my hand to keep Forrest from coming back into me. Can't come back into me now, can you? If I have a nice, stiff, straight arm, it's really hard for anybody, no matter how big they are, to come through you. If your arm is bent a little bit and he pushes his head in, my arm is going to bend with him. So I want to make sure I have a nice, good, straight, stiff arm, like Heisman style, hands straight out. My other leg now is going to come over the top of his head. Boom. Now I have a nice, tight grip with both my legs. I want to bite both my heels in. I want my toes pointing up. Dorsiflex my foot or jiu-jitsu feet. Bite down. Now I'm just going to control his wrist. I want his thumb pointing up to the sky. I'm going to lift my hips, and I'm going to get a submission. All right? One more time. I come underneath because it's going to be really hard. If I grab right here, most guys are going to just bring their hand. No. Well, you could do that too. But even easier is you can just break this grip right. Yes. Right? So if I'm over his hand, it's very easy for him to, it's very easy for him to break that grip with this hand. Yes. It just comes off. So I want to be underneath this hand, and now he's got to try and get underneath my hand or try a hand fight. Boom, it's tough. If I can, I want to bring his arm so his hand is across the center of my body. So now I have his arm controlled really well, right? It's hard for him to move. He's trying to grab my gi right now, but it's not going to happen. Foot's going to go in the hip. This is going to be nice and tight. Boom, right here. Post on the head. Bring the leg over. Now I bite down, squeeze my knees together, lift my hips. One more time. We're going to do it from this angle. Then Forrest is going to do it, and we're going to see how good he learned. So I'm going to be right here. Hand comes underneath. Boom. Grab at the elbow. My foot's going to open up. The side that I have the elbow on, the foot is going to go in the hip, trap in that arm. See when I do this, his arm is like right here on the center line of my body. I use this motion to bring his arm across his body to straighten it. And I use that very effectively on bigger opponents than me. And now my foot is in his hip, so if he's trying to come into me, I can push him away with my foot. Now I'm going to use this leg to break his posture, make a little bit of an angle. If he falls, that's no big deal. I can still finish the armbar. Right? But most guys aren't going to fall because Forrest is tough. Just not sure where I'm going to go next. So I'm here, bring it over, the leg comes up. Hopefully, if his arm crosses, that's great for me, not so good for him. Right? So we're going to be here, foot in, boom, nice and tight. Come back up, please, on your knees. With my legs around your head. When I'm here, if I lock my feet, put your arm up. It's not the hardest thing in the world for him to pull his arm out. Come back. If I have his arm here and I bite down, pull your arm out. This is why, right? This is why when we're here and we get to here, we don't lock our feet because we don't want the space here for that arm to come out. All right? Good. Let's see you do it once. I got COVID fat, so I got to cover up my ass. Man, it's been a long time since I've been on the mat. Miss it. I feel good. You got this? Can you do one wrong? Do it right first. First we're going to do it right, and then Forrest is going to do it on the wrong arm. So we can troubleshoot when you're teaching your students or your kids. Boom. Here. Nice, good, wide base. Controls my arm, brings it across. Foot in the hip. Ugh. Armbar. Good. Good job. Now, if you go on the wrong arm, that's not really how they usually go to the wrong arm, but that's okay. Go ahead. Yeah. This one's still a little bit tight, but I can just pull my arm right out. So, we want to make sure whatever foot we put in the hip, when this foot is in the hip, that's the arm we're attacking. So if his foot is in my hip on this side, he's going to armbar this arm. So the other leg is, other leg's going to come across. This one we go over my head and push down. Good. So the leg that comes over the head is the same leg that is in the hip. And that's an important distinction because a lot of times they come out, children come out especially, and they try and put this leg over the head. And this is what happens. They end up right here, guy pulls out, and now he's in side control. So remember, the foot that goes in the hip is also the foot that's going to go over the head. Make sense? Yep. Right, we're back. So, well, we didn't really go anywhere. But we stopped the video. Now we started the video again. You show a little drill to help with the hip motion because at first, this little hip motion scooting your butt out to make a little bit of an angle is really hard to do. So when we start, it's really confusing because most of us aren't used to using our feet and our hands together at the same time. So it's a little bit confusing at very first. Even more experience, right? You've been training a long time. Sometimes you have a little bit of a hard time putting it all together, right? I've been training for my whole life. Sometimes I have a hard time figuring stuff out, especially when I get inverted and I'm upside down and everything's backwards a little bit and I'm going to my bad side. I'm like, woof. I'm like worse than a wipeout. Not so good. All right. So the drill we're going to do is Forrest is going to be inside my guard. He's just going to hang out. His arms aren't going to be so tough. I'm going to grab both sleeves this time because I'm not really attacking the arm. I'm going to put the foot in the hip, come up, swing my leg up and over. My hip should come up off the mat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to open one leg up, bring it around, catch right here, swing my hips, and bring my other leg up. My partner is going to have a very wide base so he doesn't fall over. Boom, attack, hips come up. I want this knee to come up over the head and my hips to be up off the mat. Swing my leg around, come over the other side. As I go, my partner is going to move his head, especially if I'm a parent so I don't get kicked. Come back over. Come back over. It's a good exercise for abs too. I'm going to have Forrest do it because I'm much bigger than him. So as I'm pulling him, it's hard for him to maintain his base. Especially since his leg's still jacked up and hasn't really been doing too much. Both getting a little fat here in the COVID heck. Forrest is back now. He's going to have to work out with me. Wait till we do kickboxing tomorrow. I'm going to put him through the ropes. Boom. Swing it over my head. Yep. Nope. This one's coming over my head. Good. Now go back the other way. Yes, good. Now back the other way. Good. Oh, that was a good one. I got the other way. And as he goes, I'm moving my head, and I'm just putting my head in the hole for him so he doesn't kick me in the face. Because if I leave my face up here, go ahead, kick me. Oh, yeah, it's going to hit me in the face. It's not going to be so pretty. Am I going to be even uglier than I am? So I move my head right out of the way. Comes back around the other side. And then I move my head out of the way. Good. That was pretty easy, right? Not really. Look, you're sweating. I got him sweating. You guys should be sweating too. Normally I make the kids drill that for a minute and a half. You guys, if you want to get a workout in with your kids, you guys should do a minute too. If your kid is smaller than you, what you can do instead of putting the legs over and pulling them down is just move your hips out really easy. So you can be here, foot in the hip, and just come to here. Go back the other way, foot in the hip, come to here. Foot in the hip, come to here. You're just sliding your hips on the mat. Right. We're going to teach a triangle on Saturday, on the next jiu-jitsu day. So we're going to add some more drills to this as well. We're going to go arm bar to triangle to arm bar. And then we're going to add omoplata, and we're going to have the whole chain to put together. But I'm going to show like a little tricky arm bar that you can do. This works great in beginner level, and it works even better in kids level. One of the first defenses we teach to counter the arm bar is a stack, where you put all your weight on your opponent and you stack them up. When we show the counter to the arm bar, we'll actually get into the stack. Maybe we'll start with the stack. We can even show the stack today. And the stack's going to be important to show the super secret ninja armbar. Alright, so Forrest is going to be down. And guard. Yeah, you're going to armbar me. He's going to go to armbar. Foot in the hip, comes over, comes across. I'm immediately going to like a rear naked choke grip my arm. So I'm going to come across, grab his leg. I'm going to press his knees right into his face and come up on my foot. As soon as I get my knee in his butt, I'm going to pull my arm out, pass through. Super simple. Sucks to get smashed, right? Right. First thing Forrest goes to do is smash you. First thing Dakota goes to do is smash you. All my gullies know that smashing is really good. All right, it's a really good technique. Super easy way to get out as long as you control their weight. The thing about it is you want to make a little bit of an angle. So when he's got my arm and I'm here, he wants to make an angle so he can keep my head down.
I want to take that angle away. So when I get straight with Forrest, I take a lot of his weight away.
Now I can rip that arm out, control, come across the side. Alright, Forrest is going to smash me once. We're going to move on to the super secret ninja armbar. Control. Control. Stack me in the butt. Pull his arm out. Good. Oh. So you pull the arm out. Boom. Yep. Smash me down that way. Yes. Good.
And you can take my back and help me out.
So remember, when we're passing, after we do the smash, Forrest likes to smash.
How's it look?
Yeah, good. Just got the armbar. Got the angle on the armbar. Control my grip. Hand comes over, controls the grip. I grab his leg, straighten up, knee in the butt, pull my arm out, control the pants on this side, and now my head is on the side of his leg. I'm gonna walk towards his head. I'm gonna use my head to keep the leg smashed down so I can come up on top. All right, try one more time. Want to make sure you get it right, since we're training at home for both of us and all you guys that are watching. Hopefully it's more than two of us. Go ahead. Oh, I got you. Silly daddy. Armbar. Oh, God. Take it out. Forrest rolling over my head. So, one more time. When I got you in the smash pass, or not smash pass, but the smash, you got the armbar. Boom, yeah, you're good at this. You're doing this so good, right? But this hand is going to come to the leg. So the hand that's protecting the arm comes to the leg. Rip it out. And the same arm that comes out is going to come to the head. And my body goes to that side. Smash down. If you take me over the head, a lot of times we're going to end up right back here. And now I'm going to be in on your legs. Right? Yeah, you don't want that. Well, maybe you do because you like to choke from there, but that's not what we want to get to. Boom. Armbar. Nice smash. Pull the arm out. Now I can go that way. Yes! That was perfect. Dude. Now I got my back. Yeah, good work, man. That was a great smash. So now we have the good pressure. Think you can do the ninja armbar? All right, we're back. We're gonna have Forrest today show the super secret armbar called the ninja armbar. I like to call it the ninja armbar. Sometimes when our opponent stacks us or they get real high, this is a really good answer to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our shin across our opponent's face and use that to keep him from pressuring into us. All right, it's a very good technique. It's a little bit mean. I like it. It's really good for youth jiu-jitsu because a lot of kids just always pressure forward and they don't really move on to something else. I call it stuck on stupid, but they're not really stupid. It's just they're stuck in one mindset of trying to do one thing at a time. And that's what happens when you first start jiu-jitsu, and that's what happens with some kids that do jiu-jitsu as well. So we're going to go into the super secret ninja armbar. All right. Forrest is fixing the camera because he wants to look good for his big photo op. Start in guard. He's going to do the regular armbar. Oh, look. Forrest is using the variation that I teach for no-gi. So he's coming through, he's grabbing the elbow. That's a very good grip. This is the grip that we usually use in no-gi. You can tell Forrest likes no-gi a lot more because it's the grip that we use in no-gi. Very good grip though. It's still correct, all right? And this is the grip I use in no-gi. Boom, brings it in. I'm gonna pull, I'm gonna protect my arm, stack, pull this out. He's gonna bring his knee down, turn his shin across, come up, and pressure my arm. As he pushes forward, my arm straightens out and it locks out. The one thing we didn't talk about, what did you do with your hips in that move, Forrest?
Got them up?
You got them up, but you also turned your hips, so your hips were lined up with my elbow. If you keep your hips flat on the ground, like a newbie would, or someone that's new to pressing their hips forward, you are going to lose this armbar. You need to make sure that your butt is lined up with the elbow. Right? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So we're going to show one more time. Watch Forrest's hips, how his butt comes up off the mat with this. He's doing a really good job. Show him where you're dropping your foot down to when you do it as well. All right. Okay. Can you talk on the camera loud enough for the camera to hear you?
I think so.
All right. Let's give it a shot. Boom. Comes up. Catches my arm. Foot in the hip. Comes up. I go to control. Look, Forrest already beat my hand here this time. Pull it out. He's gonna drop his knee across, and look, What's this called? Instep. It's called instep. Be smart.
Oh, the instep?
Yeah, and with his instep in there, he can drive his shin across. So it's hard for me to come back into Forrest. Now he's gonna swing the other leg up and over, and look where his butt goes as he comes up. He's gonna catch his foot right here. Yeah, good. And he's gonna attack my elbow, and it's gonna be tight. All right.
Okay.
So one more time, Forrest is gonna walk us through the super secret ninja armbar. Go ahead, Coach Forrest.
So, first, you gotta get your grip, obviously. Get into the arm bar. Grab this. When they pull their arm out, you gotta grab their elbow. And then drop the knee down. Come over. Get the hips up.
Good. And the more you turn your hip, the more effective the armbar is gonna be. All right? Pretty good. Not perfect, but really, really good. Better than a gray belt. We're gonna get you a yellow belt in no time. All right? Pretty good. The only the detail is when I had that shit across. I want to make sure that we get it right for the camera, right? So I'm here. Boom. He pulls it out. Pull the arm out. Boom. Oh shit. You get the arm bar. He's gonna pull the arm out. As he pulls the arm out, actually let's turn. So you can see my hips. Alright. So I'm here. I'm here. Boom. Get it. As he pulls his arm out, I catch right here. Forrest did a better job than me even, catching this arm here. Alright, I'm gonna pull it across the center line. If I'm on the center line, it's gonna be still kind of easy for him to smash me. I want to bring it across the center line and drop my foot to here. As I go, look at where my butt turns, right here. So my butt should be lined up here so I can take the arm straight. Alright? Other than that, Forrest did a 100% good. This is the ankle that's hurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could feel it when you're doing it, man. I could feel that wasn't like your hips you're not getting a good push off of this foot. I feel it when we're training. So, felt good, looked good. Mine looked good. Yours felt good. That hurt, dude. When you get the first one you did, it was like really sharp. I don't know if you turn your hips more. When I watch the tape, I'll see. I don't know if you turn your hips more or what, but it felt really tight. So let's review everything real quick. All right, you're gonna do it. So first thing we did, actually I'm gonna do it. First thing we did, I want to make sure we review right. All right, so I'm gonna review everything that we did today. First thing we did, where'd Forrest go? I gotta do it on the wrong side. You're gonna make me look bad. So I gotta do it on my bad side now. I'm gonna feed across like this because this is the grip I like in gi. Because I feel like it's a lot easier for me to get this pull, so it gets it straighter for me. This one works good, but you gotta use your hips a lot to get the pull. I feel like. Feel the difference?
Mm-hmm.
I like to be able to control on the gi. So I'm gonna be here. Foot comes in, knees tight. This leg is gonna come up right. We were saying the armpit, but really it should go into the lat. It's gonna break his posture. Hand comes up, pushes. Leg comes over, squeeze the knees, come up. Remember, we don't cross our feet here, so we can't pull it out. I want to bite down tight. This should be as tight as we can pull. Sorry. And this should be as tight as we can pull. I can finish here with one finger.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
It's tight. You can finish with one finger from there. That's how tight these legs should be pulling in. So we should really be pulling our hamstrings in. I'm trying to touch my ankles to my butt right through Forrest. So if I can cut them in half with my legs, that's what I'm going to do. Second thing we showed is the stack. So when he goes to armbar me, armbar, great armbar Forrest is going to do. It doesn't matter. You can do your no-gi way. It's fine. He's going to come in armbar. First thing I got to do, catch the arm, rear naked choke grip. I grab the leg, straighten up so I'm straight with him. So my head is going from like where he's looking into my ear, so I'm going straight. My knee is going to come up, pull my arm out, control the pants, hand on the mat, pull the leg across. Boom, right to side control. That one sucks. Did you fart?
No.
Oh, must be me. Ha ha, sucker. I'm just kidding. Pull my finger. No, just kidding. All right, and the last one. Super secret. Ninja armbar. Here. I can do either grip. I'll go Forrest's way. Grab the arm. Boom. He's going to pull it out. I missed it. Catch. Right here. Drop. right to here. This is the important part where I get the shin across here. So if I get my foot up, if I get my foot here and don't drop my foot all the way to his head, like that, I like to kick the opponent sometimes, right? And look at how it lines me up, really perfect to get my hips up. So get the hips up. So remember, you want to drop the instep all the way to the neck. Forced in mine real good too. All right? That's all we got for today. Next Saturday, we're going to go into the triangle, arm bars from the triangle, some more drills. So did you learn anything today?
Yeah.
What'd you learn?
The secret armbar?
Yeah, super secret ninja armbar. That one works good. And the more you practice it, the better it's going to work.
Right.
It's going to work really good on those kids that try and smash it and are not too smart. And then the umplaude is going to work even better. Maybe we'll save that for just you. So from me and Forrest, it's good to see you guys again. We've been missing you. I got one more thing. So while I was sick, I had 2 students come over to my house. They didn't come in because obviously I had the COVID, so I was locked up here. But they dropped me off some cards and a rock star. And I just want to say, God darn it, I love it. Thank you very much. Oh, so good. I love Rockstar. It's hard to train and not drink Rockstar. I miss Little Green and I miss my Rockstar, but we're back. And we'll see you tomorrow for some kickboxing. Forrest's specialty. Forrest's foot is healing up. Dr. Kroll said he's almost back to being able to do like jump rope and move it around. And I haven't broke your foot yet, so we're doing pretty good so far.